Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about how I became an introvert. So I am an introvert and I enjoy, the peace and quiet, and I enjoy tranquility and peace of mind. I don't really like to be around too many people. I like to avoid crowds where I can. I don't really go out on the weekends anymore. Not that I did much anyway in the first place, but I generally try and, if I do have to go out, I try to go when it's when there's less people, so it's less crowded, or not crowded much at all, and yeah, where it's much more introvert friendly. So I was thinking about this, and I was like, well, why? There's some people. I'll give an example. I have a neighbour, and it's a very nice woman, and I've known her for a couple of years, and I thought she was moving recently. And I thought, how nice would it have been if I had spoke to her? I did speak to her, periodically through the years, but I thought, how nice would it have been to have spoken to her and, invited her out for coffee or something like this and got to know her a bit more. But what was the thing? What held me back from that? Was being an introvert. Now, I kind of got thinking, well, why am I an introvert? Now, it's not like I haven't tried before. I have in the past. I have approached people, I've spoken to them, I've invited them out for coffee. Usually the result was the same. And I got thinking, it's like, how did I go from, being someone who very could, approach people, talk to people, mix in with the crowd, or to going to be quite introverted? And I think it's an accumulation of life experiences. So, I've gone through the phases where you go out and you talk to people, or it could be wherever. And if you're constantly, facing rejection, not just rejection, but humiliation, if you say, for example, if you approach, a group of women or something like this, and you try and speak to one of them only to get rejected and laughed at, or like ridiculed or something, or maybe insulted, something like that. Along with the standard cold rejections, whatever it may be. So you go through life accumulating experiences, and you get to the stage where you're like, well, I already kind of know what's going to happen. It's happened before countless times. There seems to be a pattern to this. I am not gifted like other people are gifted. So I think your approach is always going to be very different. Um, so so it's like, I think in after a while you just do what's easier for you. So if you can go out to a place and there's not that many people, and you can just chill and have a good time, enjoy your own company, that's much better than being in a group of people, and then having some kind of altercation maybe, or a rejection by a woman or something like this. It's just so much better not to go through that, because you've already been through it before. You already have the experience. So I think a lot of people that are introverts become introverts due to life experiences. Maybe, I mean, that's a theory. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is a theory of mine. And I also heard one of the people in the TFL community that I respect greatly, or the Black Pill community, which is Oreo Man / Savvy Guy. He spoke about this before. He was like, he spoke about being an introvert, and how do people go from being, to becoming an introvert. So he had a very similar kind of thought pattern. And yeah, so I think, I'll give you an example. There's a couple of guys at work who are just gifted. They're blessed. They're tall, handsome, and they've got quite. Some of them don't have much confidence, but some of them do, and that's through life experiences. A lot of them, are not used to being rejected. They're not used to, things going smoothly for them. So it's easy. It's easy for them to display confidence. It's easy for them to approach someone because they're used to things happening much of the time. I'm not saying all the time, but much of the time. Now, I thought, let's take, for example, an analogy. Might not be a very good analogy, but let's say you're a working class guy and you go to McDonald's and you order a Big Mac meal or something like this. You're gonna order it with, being calm, relaxed, with confidence because you know you can afford it. It's no problem. But if you go to like a five star restaurant and you're with a date who expects you to pay for the bill, and the bill's going to come to £600, it's like, which is a lot in US dollars as well. It's like over that, plus 30% over that. And it's like you're going to have a lot less confidence, you're going to be like, oh man, I don't know if this is going to go my way. And it's much more easier to become withdrawn from that situation. Now, that's probably a very bad analogy, but that's the only one that I thought of at this moment. But yeah, it's just like, the differences between life experiences is vast. And I think many of us, we are who we are from our life experiences, the environment that we've grown up in. And so it's like, I think water flows where it's the easiest for it to flow, generally speaking. So I think, it was just a topic that came to my mind, and I thought I'd make a video about it. I think we are the sum of our life experiences. So yeah, how I became an introvert, I would say it's heavily down to, or heavily influenced by that. Okay, right, I think I'll wrap it up there. I'll catch you all guys the next time.